Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Just a quick announcement, so go ahead and follow me on patreon.com/bow-and-arrow-tarot to be part of the draw for the Dreams of Gaio Tarot deck giveaway. Deck is going to be given away on August 15th by a random draw of all of my patrons over on Patreon. And all I ask for is just $1 a month donation from you all on that site to help me be able to get more of these tarot decks and oracle decks and do more unboxings and reviews and giveaways. All right. But for right now, thank you so much, and on to the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to be doing the weekly reading for August 11th to the 17th for the sign of Cancer. All right, my lovely Cancers, we're going to get right into it and pull out your romance angel messages for the week. Straight out, we have Free Yourself, one of my favorite cards in the deck. Religious factors. So some of you are dealing with families, society, cultural issues, right? And reconciliation. Interesting. All right. So let's pull out your animal spirits as well. My regulars will notice that this is a slight change to the weeklies. I started to pull out animal spirits because a lot of you were asking, what kind of, what signs are you dealing with? What signs is this referring to? So some of you are dealing with earth signs, air signs, water signs, fire signs, etc. So we're going to pull out your 3 animal spirits that you may or may not be dealing with this week. You may or may not resonate with yourself, Cancer. Alright. Zebra energy. Wow. Beautiful. Very, very creative, right? Highly creative animal, highly creative spirit animal. The fox keeps coming up. This fox has been all over the place recently, especially for the weeklies. And we have spider energy. Okay? So we have 2 earths and a fire. Zebra energy is actually fire energy. All right. And then we have fox and spider, which are both earth energy. All right. And how do we notice the right side up triangle there without any lines is the alchemical symbol for fire. And interestingly enough, why fire? Because the zebra is highly creative, right? And creativity comes from fire, comes from that area, right? That energy, okay? So the zebra is interesting because he comes into our life, or he or she comes into our life at a time when we're being very eccentric, very visionary. This is why I put the zebra over to Free Yourself. Of course, I lay the cards out as they come, but sometimes, I'll switch them around just, to show you what fits more, right? Let's see, we can bring these down a little bit so you can see, right? So, but with the zebra, it's beautiful energy. He's eccentric. He's visionary. The zebra is one of the most precious of animal spirits. So beautiful, and just so delightful to be around. The zebra opens up people's minds. The zebra is, again, so creative. Their energy is very contagious, right? Very magical. The zebra is a very social, the zebra animal, right? The animal spirit in and of itself is very social in that way. It's very, the person who is synonymous with the zebra energy or resonates with zebra energy has a worldview, right? They like to travel. They think about the environment. They think about global health. You know what I mean? It's like the zebra animal spirit is like the world traveler animal spirit, right? The one who just, like I said before, is eccentric as well. The eccentric traveler, right? The one who's willing to go anywhere and, just enjoy new things and see new things and just build on that creativity. It's that kind of fire, it's the wanderlust fire that you get. So some of you may be dealing with that this week, Cancer. You may be dealing with the feeling of wanting to go away. You may be very soon whisked away into some great adventure. All right. Fox energy. Of course, the fox has been coming out all week. The fox is great. I mean, the fox is one of the best partners in a relationship. Extremely practical. They're the great solution finders. They can fix anything. They can strategize. They'll sit down and they'll help you figure out a problem if you're with a fox, right? They're wise teachers. Foxes are teachers. Right? They teach the younger ones, you know, the younger animals in the forest. A lot of times when you come across animal stories, right, for children, the fox, sometimes the fox is a bad guy, but a lot of times the female fox is the teacher, right? She's the one who's teaching everybody in the little animal village or whatever. Why? Because the fox is very intelligent. The fox is very wise. The fox is earth energy, so very loyal, very practical. Perfect mate. Certainly for someone who is almost like a zebra, I want to say. Zebra energy would do well with fox because the fox would keep the zebra grounded. Now, the spider is interesting. The spider energy is earth energy as well, but the spider is constantly spinning its web, you know. Spinning its web to support itself and its people or its family, right? Always doing something. Very diligent. The spider is very diligent. Thinks ahead. A great planner, strategist, right? Spider energy can be very, very supportive. It can be a little bit, I want to say, furtive or paranoid almost at times. But for the most part, the spider is very, very practical earth energy. It just works, you know. The spider works, right? The spider is also the creator. He's called the creator of prosperity, right? Because the way he weaves, every little step goes to the next step. You know what I mean? He's the great. You know, he understands the nature of building blocks, right? Taking step by step by step by step, and this is how you bring prosperity in. This is how you bring abundance in. All right. So, Dharma as well. Sorry, my camera just cut out for a second. Dharma as well is the spider. The spider is representative of Dharma. Now, Dharma is how we live our life in terms of, you know, the way we go about doing things, the way we live our life in terms of our own spiritual code, right? And so the spider represents Dharma, represents financial and spiritual hard work. Right? The spider's always working for that prosperity to come in. He's always also working to remain altruistic, to remain true to himself, to remain true to his Dharma. Okay? Very beautiful, very process-orientated creature rather than result-orientated. You know, the spider is the one who enjoys the journey. He enjoys the learning. And I know, I mean, a lot of arachnophobes out there, but spider energy is absolutely beautiful energy. So let's get into your spreads, okay? We're going to pull out a series of 3-card scenarios for you this week, Cancer, and look at all the possible situations that you may or may not be going through, that may or may not resonate with you. This is a forward look for this week. For those of you who are identifying or resonating with the romance messages of freeing yourself, dealing with religious factors and possible reconciliation, right? Which a lot of times can deal with healing and learning. Religious factors can also bring in the need for reconciliation sometimes. And then, of course, some of you are dealing with fire energy like zebra or earth energy like fox or spider this week. All right, Cancer. Straighten this up a little bit, and then we'll be ready. Here we go. 10 of Wands, 3 of Cups, Page of Pentacles. All right, some of you are ending a period of stress. It's been very, very stressful, and you're going to have a celebration this week. All right. Some of you are coming literally out of, I want to say you're going to be celebrating, maybe graduating or coming out of a very, very stressful period of responsibility. We carried a lot of obstacles. You're finished with that. And it's like, it's done. And then this week you're with your friends again. You're with your tribe, your society, your nation, whatever the case may be, your family, and you celebrate. You celebrate being with them. You're very happy that this is over and done with. And as a result, a new opportunity comes in. I want to say that some of you, yeah, this is maybe the case of some of you are finishing school off. You're getting your degree, or maybe you're getting your doctorate, or what have you. And you're celebrating, and as a result of all of that hard work that you've put in, an opportunity is coming in. Page of Pentacles is bringing you an opportunity for something in career, or something to do with abundance, material wealth. And it's a week of celebration for you, you know? And what can I say? I mean, what's the purpose of the message? The purpose of the message is that if you're resonating with this, pay attention to that Page of Pentacles. It may be a very small offer, or it may come in the form of something that's not so significant, but it can turn into something very significant. So just keep your eyes open for that coming in this week, Cancer. Ace of Wands, Four of Cups, and Lovers. Ooh, so somebody wants to make a love connection with you, Cancer, and you're not sure if you want it. Or it could be you, that you've been going after someone and they're not sure if they want it. They're keeping you on the hook. But this week, certainly, this is all coming up. Ace of Wands, right, can indicate passion, right? It's a great phallic symbol. Can also indicate new beginnings, wanting to start something new. Yeah, I mean, somebody's coming into someone and offering them a cup because they really, really want to get with them. They really want to be with them. But is it really that they do? Because Ace of Wands can indicate a lot of lustiness, right? Doesn't necessarily indicate so much of a true love bond. But certainly the passion is there. So either you or your person, Cancer, are coming at you, and whoever's being come at is like kind of holding, you know, they're not sure, right? The purpose is lovers, though. If this person is coming in for you, Cancer, they want you to be their lover. Now, this could be a reconciliation, right? Because I really feel like this Four of Cups is like, you brought that, like, it's not enough, you know what I mean? I'm sick of your games, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? It's like something happened between the two of you, and you're coming back, your person is coming back in, but they're not coming back in the way they're supposed to be, or the way that you'd like for them to be. And so this comes up this week, all right? You have to decide. If it's not enough, it's not enough. Go back to the drawing board. That's what I tell them. Five of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and Eight of Wands. So, wow. Some of you have really had to deal with a very difficult, I want to say, power struggle, right? With someone, or maybe with the family. And it's kind of left you really reeling, okay? You've been stuck ever since. I don't know how long this power struggle happened, but you ended up having to pay the price financially. And I think you've been kind of stuck ever since. You may not have been able to get yourself back up out of that for a while, because you've been in the Hanged Man energy. Now, this doesn't mean that you haven't been able to. You just haven't felt like it. Okay, I want to say this Hanged Man, especially is definitely a leftover from whatever happened in this scenario. Okay, that's kind of, but now this week something wakes up. It's like all this information comes in, all this new. You have Eight of Wands, so a lot of new information. A lot of people come into you, want to talk to you. Messages come in. And it's like all of a sudden where you were kind of like happy to be left alone and to kind of wallow. I'm not saying, I don't want to say wallow, but kind of just left alone, right? Some of you, after certainly coming out of a Five of Pentacles, I've come out of a Five of Pentacles many times. And it's like, yeah, you just want the world to leave you alone until you get back on your feet, right? And so some of you have certainly been in that mode, but this week, the world is knocking on your door. Everybody's knocking on your door. It could be that people in the family are calling on you. It just seems like everybody wants your attention or your assistance this week, all right? And maybe that's what it's going to take to get you pulled up out of your Hanged Man. King of Wands, Emperor, and King of Cups. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? I'm sorry, but I mean, two kings with the Emperor at the center. All right, so King of Wands, King of Cups, Emperor at the center. Woo! Reconciliation, I want to say. This could certainly be a reconciliation. This could be a meeting of the minds. This could be a very important strategic coming together of you and two others like you. This is definitely, I want to say this is definitely an auspicious meeting that's happening. I want to say this has got to do with some kind of reconciliation. Probably with family and with heads of family. All right. Now, this could be with the head of your family and the head of your person's family, right? And it's almost like Emperor is in the middle. Aries energy is in the middle mediating, right? It could be like the war, I want to say maybe War of the Roses type of deal, right? You and your person, if you're with a partner, long-term partner, it seems like your two families maybe have been butting heads. Or it could be that two very strong figures in each of your families are kind of butting heads. And this is the week that finally some stability is brought back into the situation, because Aries energy, Emperor energy comes right in and says, stop all this nonsense. We have to talk. We have to come together. I think that this is most definitely something to do with family and reconciliation. And if this resonates with you, you'll know. This is very, very, very strong families. Two very strong families kind of coming together and trying to resolve something. King of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and we have a Page of Wands. All right, so somebody also is offering you something this week, Cancer. Again, somebody who has a lot of money, deep pockets, a boss, a benefactor, someone who maybe owns a business. I think they're coming to you and offering you some work. They may be throwing you some work on the side of your regular job or what have you. And you're starting to realize, hey, hang on a second. I'm juggling these two jobs, but maybe I can turn this into something else. So for some of you Cancers this week, it's all about kind of like opening your eyes to a new kind of business. You've been juggling two businesses for quite some time. It could be that some of you want to free yourself, exactly, right? Want to free yourself from one of these two jobs that's probably been very mind-numbing and horrible for years, just a kind of one vacuous job where you just punch a clock or what have you. But this King of Pentacles is bringing in things that are kind of like interesting for you, work that's interesting for you. And I think, again, this week, you may have a conversation with the King of Pentacles. Excuse me, I didn't mean to say King of Wands, King of Pentacles. You may have a conversation with this King of Pentacles, or you may just come up with like some really creative ideas about how you're going to go from juggling these two pentacles to having one big Ace of Pentacles that is your kind of abundance coming in the way you want it to come in. All right. So this week you think about your career, certainly, and changes in that career. There's your Ace of Pentacles and Six of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. Oh, wow. Two aces and a Six of Pentacles. Wow. Sometimes the series of readings are really interesting. Cancer. Yeah, I want to say that, you know, your charity, your, you know, is bringing love to you, right? Your ability, who you are, right? Just the fact that you are a charitable person, you're a loving person. This isn't all you Cancers now. This is some of y'all, okay? But some of you are at a point due to a recent boon, I want to say, or opportunity. You're in a place where you're able to help others. And that energy that you have of being charitable and helping others is bringing in a new love. It's bringing in a new love and an abundance of love. It could be that somebody's keeping their eye on you, or somebody's seeing you and they think, wow, you know, it's just like, you know, that Cancer is so wonderful the way, you know, they're not haughty or snobby, but yet they have money coming in. They're willing to help others. Something about this ability, this charitable ability is bringing in love to you, and you're going to find out about it this week. Temperance, Sagittarius is coming in, Seven of Pentacles and Two of Wands. So some of you have had a situation where you've really had to temper yourself. It could be that you had an argument with someone, or you had a falling out with someone, or there was some kind of tense moment, right? And that tense moment has really caused you to reevaluate your life. Okay? And I think and this week for you, Cancer, after this reevaluation, you say goodbye to a lot of things and you take off on a whole new journey. You know, you just go, you know, you take off some, you know, Two of Wands. You're gone. You start sowing seeds on a different type of vision than the vision that brought all of the Seven of Pentacles. Something has changed. Something has happened that has rocked you and your control over your emotions so much, or enough, I want to say, that after reevaluating, you've decided to move on to something else, more creative. Certainly an endeavor that is much more creative. Some of you may be traveling. You may move, again, with this Zebra energy, and some of you may be very much traveling the globe, traveling to the other side of the world to follow your dreams. And it may be very out of character for you. Your friends may think that it's very out of character for you, but you realize that it's come in just at the right moment for you, right? It's just perfect for you. 7 of Wands, 2 of Swords, and 5 of Wands. This is going to be the last spread. 7 of Wands. Some of you certainly this week are feeling like you're having a battle. You're having to stand up for yourself. It's interesting. You're caught between a rock and a hard place. On this side, you're having to constantly defend yourself, and on this side, you're constantly having to defend someone else, right? Or you're constantly having to bicker with someone because you have rivalry. Somebody's trying to get what you have, right? Somebody's trying to be your rival. They may be trying to get your person. They may be trying to get your job. Whatever the case may be, you have 7 and 5 of Wands on either side of a 2 of Swords. So you're really caught between two very extreme situations, both of which are making you feel as though you're having to fight a lot. You're having to strategize like the spider. You're maybe having to constantly come up with these solutions to problems, right? It could be for some of you that at work you're having a 5 of Wands with everyone else, and then at home you're having a 7 of Wands when you're being harassed or harangued by your partner. And you're trying to decide, right? Whatever the case may be, you're in the land of indecision. Where do I go? Which is worse? Which is the worst evil? What do I do about this scenario? Okay? Whatever the case may be, a lot of times, understand this, a lot of times the lesson with 2 of Swords is to realize that it's not about making a choice, but finding a balance. So if, for instance, this is your family and your lover, or your lover and your work, or your work and your family, and it's like causing friction on both sides, you cannot give either one of them up. Then you must eventually go within and realize that you have to find a balance, right? And finding that balance will allow you to keep everything that you need in your life. All right, this is your reading for the week, Cancer. I hope it resonated with you. Please like, subscribe, and share. Help me grow my channel. Cancers, you guys always come out in support of my videos so strong, and I do want to give you an extra special mwah, and thank you for that, because I do very much appreciate it. This is what I do for my living now, full-time, and the more support I get from you guys, the more attention and time I can devote to providing you with more and more interesting and hopefully resonating readings. All right, guys? But for right now, I'm going to say, Cancer, you have a wonderful week. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.